Nighttime is supposed to be a time of peace, when the world slows down and you finally close your eyes after a long day. But for some people, night becomes the stage for their most terrifying memories. Tonight, I'll be sharing 4 disturbing true nighttime horror stories that might make you think twice before turning off the lights. So, put on your headphones, lie back in bed, and get ready, because sleep might not come so easily after this. Story 1. The Parked Car. It was a warm summer night, and Daniel had just finished his shift at a local diner. Too tired to drive home right away, he parked his car in a quiet lot near the woods, reclined the seat, and closed his eyes. But as he started to drift off, he heard it. The sound of footsteps crunching slowly on the gravel outside. He told himself it was nothing, maybe just someone passing by. But then, the footsteps stopped, right next to his door. When he sat up, he saw the faint outline of a man's face pressed against the glass, staring at him without blinking. Frozen, Daniel didn't know what to do. The man slowly dragged his hand across the window, leaving streaks. If this were you, would you stay inside and call for help? Or would you make a run for it? Daniel chose the first option, but when he grabbed his phone, there was no signal. Story 2. The Night Jogger. Maria was a college student who liked to jog at night. She said it was peaceful, fewer people, and the cool air helped her think. But one evening, around midnight, she noticed something strange. A man was jogging behind her, keeping pace. At first she brushed it off. Maybe he was just exercising too. But every turn she made, he followed. Every stop, he stopped. When she picked up her speed, so did he. And then she heard it. The sound of his breathing, right behind her. Maria's heart pounded as she sprinted toward the main street. She could hear his footsteps slamming the pavement harder and harder until they suddenly stopped. She turned around, and there was no one. Just empty darkness stretching back down the trail. Tell me, would you keep jogging after that? Or would you never go back again? Story 3. The Hotel Room. A man named Trevor was traveling for work and checked into a cheap roadside hotel. The clerk gave him a key to room 6. Around 2 a.m., Trevor woke to the sound of scratching. At first he thought it was mice in the walls, but the noise grew louder and closer. Then came a whisper. Not words he could understand, but a low, guttural sound right outside his door. When he worked up the courage to peek through the peephole, he saw nothing, just the hallway. But when he stepped back, the scratching began again. This time, it came from inside the room's closet. Trevor ran out into the night and didn't look back. The next morning, police told him the room's lock had been broken for weeks, and they'd been trying to catch a man who had been sneaking into vacant hotel rooms to sleep, and sometimes to watch the guests. Would you have stayed in that room after hearing those sounds? Or would you have left like Trevor? Story 4. The Bedroom Window. Emily lived alone in a small apartment on the top floor. One night, she was scrolling her phone in bed when she noticed something. Her window, which she swore had been locked, was open just a crack. She got up, annoyed with herself, and closed it tight. But a few minutes later, she heard it slide open again. Her heart froze. She grabbed the nearest thing, a lamp, and held it like a weapon. Slowly, she approached the window. The night air felt colder than it should. And then she saw it, handprints on the glass, pressed from the outside. Emily backed away, whispering to herself that she was imagining things. But then, from the shadows just beyond the window frame, she saw a pair of eyes, wide, unblinking, hungry. She ran from her apartment that night and never came back. These were 4 true nighttime horror stories, each one a reminder that the dark hides more than just shadows. Which story chilled you the most? The man at the window, the silent jogger, the hotel intruder, or the stranger's eyes in the dark? Comment below. I want to hear what you think. If you made it this far, thank you for listening. But don't stop here. There are more terrifying stories waiting for you on this channel. Before you close your eyes tonight, do me a favor. Hit the like button if you enjoyed these stories. It really helps. Subscribe and turn on the bell so you never miss a night of horror. And share your own creepy experiences in the comments. Who knows? Your story might be featured in the next video. Now, if you're brave enough, turn off the lights, close your eyes, and see if you can fall asleep after hearing these. Good luck.